Welcome back to Sonny Talks Spurs, and today I'm going to be talking about the difference from Ange Postecoglou and Antonio Conte. But if you're new on the channel, why don't you leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. I would really appreciate it. Now, let's get into this video. And the reason I wanted to do this is obviously Ange has had 3 Premier League games at the club with the cup game to come in the next 24 hours. And already we are seeing a good vibe at the club. We are seeing some ambition, some positive play, players really putting their heart and soul into games. And it just made me think that there's a definite video in there comparing him with Antonio Conte and what he brought to the club. So first of all, I just want to talk about Ange. I think he has really converted a lot of Tottenham fans. A lot of Tottenham fans, when he came in, were very against the appointment. They were a bit unsure on the appointment. I was one of them. I was unsure. I thought, would it actually translate with him coming to the club and be an impactful signing and a management appointment? And because with the Scottish League as well, you never really know what you're going to get. But I believe he has shown a lot of potential already. We're already playing better football. The vibe around the club is better. You know, you could see from the away fans and the home fans last week. It's definitely something is happening at Tottenham Hotspur in a positive way, which is always good to see. But we obviously at early stages of the process, and, you know, we can't get too far ahead of ourselves because we know it's going to get tough. We can see in our defence it's still a bit weak in areas. You know, one over the top ball we could get done. Bournemouth asked us questions. Brentford obviously did as well, and so did Manchester United in the first half. So we all know that it's going to be, you know, rough with the smooth this season, but so far it's been so good. And, you know, just comparing him with he who should not be named, the new Voldemort, Antonio Conte. Everyone thought Antonio Conte would have been the answer following Mourinho and Nuno, but we were wrong. You know, he literally did not improve any players. He was just awful around the training ground, you know, just a proper cracking of the whip sort of manager. And you could tell the key example is Bissouma. Bissouma, 3 games under Ange, has been man of the match twice, and all of his numbers have gone through the roof. Under Conte, he hardly got a sniff, and when he did, it was a bit part role, and he just didn't really fit. And we all questioned the signing. So there was a lot of blinkers on, you know, I was backing Conte for a long time, and we were all wrong really, because if you look at it, like, he didn't improve any players at all. People would say Ben Davis, but he was shoehorned to play left centre-back. He probably could have shoehorned me to play in that position as well. Whereas already we're seeing Bissouma looks better. We're seeing Romero looks better. Pedro Porro looks better. You know, Papa Matasar looks better. Kulusevski's looking a bit more sharper. Son's looking a bit better. Richarlison, you know, the jury's out, but that's for another day to talk about. But there is just positive signs that Tottenham are going in the right direction under Ange. And under Antonio Conte was just, it was the vibe. It sounds a bit cliche to say vibe, but the vibe with Conte was so negative. The football was so bad. And I just find it quite ironic that in a system which preys on wing-backs being good under Conte, I feel like our wing-backs are better under Ange and getting more involved in games and scoring goals and getting assists. So that's what's quite interesting. And obviously with the Harry Kane stuff as well, everyone thought, you know, it was going to be all doom and gloom. But luckily, you know, we could do with another goal scorer, obviously, but we're spreading the goals around, which is perfect. But I just think it's about time. You know, we've had an attacking manager who really cares for the club. Like Ange in his post-match interviews has been fantastic, you know, bantering. I think the best thing was he snapped back at Gary Neville, saying, like, I'm just copying Pep with the fullback, so I found that quite good. And even, I think some person from TNT was putting a mic on him and he had a little joke. Conte just didn't have that, like, personable effect. And he just felt a bit, you know, alien and separated from the media and the squad. And he just seemed like he was, you know, cranking the organ grinder to get the most out of players, whereas Ange is putting his arm around. You know, he will have a go. I've seen a clip of him shouting at Richarlison to give the ball earlier. But it's coming from a good place, and he cares, and he'll take everything on his back and be like, this is my issue, I need to solve this. Not Conte and Mourinho, who thought they were doing us a favour being at the club, even though they were on £15 million a year. So yeah, I find it quite interesting how, you know, the vibe at a club can change in a short period of time under a manager who actually cares, and who a lot of people questioned. Like, you know, as I say, it is going to be tricky in the season. We're going to play Arsenal, City, and we'll probably go through the ringer. But I think it will be a process. We still need to make a few more signings before deadline day, so that will hopefully help Ange out a lot. But yeah, I just find it funny, you know, people have been comparing the stats of the two as well, and I think it's not just the stats you have to look at, it's just the general vibe and character around the football club. But let me know, what do you make of Ange's start to life at Tottenham and how much different it is to Antonio Conte? Do you miss Antonio Conte? If you're one of those fans who does, let me know in the comments down below. And as I said at the beginning of the video, if you have enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. And I've been Sonny Talks Spurs in a different location today. I'm at home for the weekend in Essex, hence this background and ambiance. But as I say, if you have enjoyed it, I'll see you guys soon on the next one. Bye.